Hello there. How are you? I am Paul, and I entitled this video Guiding People to Their Purpose Every Day, or some version of that. It seems to be happening very regularly now where I bump into people that are at a crossroads in their life, or they're stepping onto a new path and they don't know what to do with it or how it works, or it's very uncomfortable and it scares them, etc. And I am guided to give them the answers. It's a beautiful gift because I can see into people. I can see their apprehension, their confusion, their fear that what's going on, maybe there's something weird about it or other things. I met a young woman a few days ago where she was very frustrated because she'd had an injury at one job, which basically injured her posterior, and basically she couldn't find a new job. She was leaving that one, and they were giving her struggles about paying her workers' compensation and other stuff. And I had a long talk with her, and she was so frustrated, and I said, well, what if you're not meant to be back in the job? Which kind of was like, what do you mean? Because that's all she's ever known since she was born, is get a job and be safe and serve everybody and all this kind of stuff. But she's very spiritually aware, and she knew she was destined for something, but she didn't even consider that it might be in spirituality and showing people the way. And as we dug deeper, we found out she had a bunch of gifts she'd never told anybody. And these gifts made her perfectly suited to coach people, to be a healer, to do all these things, but she wasn't acknowledging them. And as part of our planning through all this kind of stuff, I even offered to help her and to use her gifts on me, and I would give her valid feedback and stuff. These are all very powerful things to people that maybe are in lack of self-worth, lack of deserving, and I've experienced all these things, so I can speak from them completely. So I'm finding myself called into service on a regular basis, just nudging these people into a path that they may not have followed or not believed is possible for themselves, but it is. And it's kind of cool because the nudges, it's nothing firm or whatever. Sometimes you got to give a little directness, which is very, very bad, but it's just lots of questions. Like, is it a good thing or a bad thing that you, what was the term she used? Psychoanalyze people. And she's not a therapist in that kind of way, but she has that ability built into her soul. She wants to turn people and reflect back to them with a clear mirror, which is much like I'm doing for her, of what is holding them back, what's underneath their words, what they're not saying, what beliefs they aren't saying, so that eventually they'll make a different choice, which is freaking powerful and a gift. But so few are doing it yet. They're called to it, but they haven't stepped up, because how do I make money doing that? How do I make this work? And isn't that crazy? And people will think I'm nuts. And what do my parents think? And all these friggin' stories that are holding them back and destroying them. And then they're trying to have a job. I've been in that mode myself as well. It's like, oh, frick, I'm not being able to make money so much in helping people or whatever, so maybe I'm supposed to get a job. Well, that's what the Matrix wants. So I put my name in, a bunch of resumes in and stuff, and nothing came back. So I'm like, okay, that's obviously not what the universe wants, and I'm supposed to go somewhere else while I'm getting this new path shown to me. So who do you have in your life that can be your accountability partner, that can reflect for you from their own experience and help nudge you into doing something that you want to do, but maybe you're scared of or have a whole bunch of programming around that it can't happen or you're not good enough for it. How many people do you know like that can provide that? And that's a unique gift that I have. And I'm finding a lot of people have these unique gifts. I'm capable of doing that. I'm capable of reflecting for people, and it can be quite powerful. And we're always looking for catalysts or little nudges, sometimes a poke or whatever, just in words. And it's like, well, I asked this woman, it's like, well, why aren't you doing that? Well, I didn't know I could do that. And do you like doing that? And it's like, yeah, I do. And would be fun. But is that really a job? And is that something that you can tell your parents about? Is that something that you can make money at or whatever? Well, until you're out of the disbelief, you're never going to know. That simple. So I'm guided to assist people. And I don't know if that talks to you and you're feeling kind of stuck or whatever. Basically, well, you can connect with me, and my website got fucked up. I don't know what's going on there, but just connect with me on Messenger, and I'll give people a half-an-hour consultation and just talk about what I see and if it resonates and if that's something that you want, and then we'll work out something, some kind of exchange. It doesn't always have to be money or whatever, but there has to be a balance kept in the universe, and sometimes the balance is done in other ways or whatever, but without balance, things usually come in that are lessons more than support. So we'll figure that out, but it's not all about money anymore. It's about building a reality where more people are in these roles and building community and supportive people that you can rely on, and it's all magic once we get to the depth of it. So if you're feeling and struggling with your purpose and why it's not working out or whatever, I'm pretty sure I can give you the nudges you need to sort that out. Or if you're looking at making a hard decision or other things, I can reflect those things for you and show you maybe where those things are hurting you, maybe they're affecting your health, your sanity, etc. And we can get to the bottom of it, and eventually a hard choice may turn into something easy once you can see it with the right reflection. So if this calls to you, look me up and we'll talk. It seems that it's happening now. I've had it happen 3 or 4 times in the last couple of weeks, and I enjoyed it, and I love it, and I love to see the change in people and their whole outlook and demeanor change once they realize that maybe something that serves them, they're passionate about, they're looking forward to their whole entire life but can't see a path to get there. Sometimes I can help them build that bridge. So I love you. Thank you for listening, and I hope this helps. Have a good day. Bye. I love you.